Mom puts baby girl to bed. Hours later hears screaming and realizes hidden danger in her room. When moms tuck their kids in for the night, the image of their child's beautifully peaceful expression is something that will stay with them for a lifetime. However, some parents may take it for granted that their children will be waiting with a smile for them the next day. Sadly, not all of our little angels get to wake up in the morning. On February 28, 2016, Carrie Hall Vollmert put her 17-month-old baby girl in bed for the night, and that was the last she ever saw of her. If Carrie's 3-year-old son had not been sleeping in her bedroom that night, he too would have succumbed to the same fate as his baby sister. Had Mom known ahead of time that there was a hidden danger in letting her two kids sleep on separate floors, she never would have allowed it to happen. She's now sharing her heartbreaking story in the hopes that parents everywhere will learn from her tragic mistake. That night, Carrie gently laid her daughter Sammy in her crib that she says was made for a beautiful princess. Sweet little Sammy had already said night-night to her daddy, and after a few minutes of crying, the sweet girl fell into a deep sleep. On Facebook, Carrie said, "The desperation and screeching panic in my husband's voice the next morning as he went to retrieve her from upstairs is something I will never forget. I was in the kitchen making coffee and as soon as he screamed Carrie I knew something was terribly wrong. I froze and he yelled my name again as he ran down the upstairs hallway." Carrie broke down in tears when she saw her husband cradle their baby daughter's limp body. Something had gone terribly wrong during the night. To say that the parents were shocked and in disbelief would be an understatement. Carrie met her husband as he rushed down the stairs with their precious angel, and she couldn't believe that their baby daughter, who had been so full of life just hours earlier, was now gone. Hyperthermia is a very real danger to small children, since they can't regulate their own body temperature until they're about 3 to 5 years old. Doctors believe Sammy didn't wake up, and her passing was relatively painless. Even though our upstairs thermostat was set on 72 degrees, the heater was blasting upstairs and it felt like a sauna. The temperature registered 99 degrees on our thermostat, which was as high as it could go, meaning it was over 100 degrees. The couple's son had been sleeping in the bedroom on the bottom floor, since he's in that stage where he's scared of the monsters under his bed. Had it not been for those childhood fears, doctors say that little Jackson would very likely have followed in his sister's footsteps. After Carrie did further research, she discovered that there were several other instances of hyperthermia in multiple-story homes. She had educated herself as much as possible when she found out she was going to become a mother for the very first time, but this is something Carrie had never come across. Upon preparing to become a mother, I read multiple books and stories on possible dangers that could harm babies and toddlers. I wish I had once read about this. Hopefully, parents out there are now reading Carrie's story, so they won't have to go through the same heart-wrenching experience. Every parent should know how to protect their babies and toddlers from hyperthermia. Watch for signs of heat stroke, which can include a fever that is higher than 103 degrees, rapid pulse, dizziness, confusion, and skin that's hot to the touch. Other things to consider. Let your kids sleep on the same level as your bedroom, so that you can feel when the temperature increases. Use a baby monitor that can measure the room's temperature. Always keep space heaters out of your child's bedroom. These tips may seem like common sense, but sometimes it's a good idea to take a step back now and then to reevaluate what you've been doing or not doing. It may be too late for this heartbroken mom to change what happened, but Carrie hopes that by spreading the word, others will be informed enough to take potential life-saving measures of their own. Tragedy always seems to have a way of helping us learn and grow.